Okay, welcome to another video. This is yours truly, and it is a quiet, warm Thursday night. Um, I'm making this video in the storage house. Um, it's dark in here, so I'm gonna turn on the lights. Well, not turn on the lights. I'm gonna turn on the flashlight. Okay, that's a lot better now. So, in this video, I want to talk about mass shootings. You know, America is kind of going back to normal because of the COVID-19 vaccine that people are receiving all over the country. I'm gonna get my COVID-19 vaccine shot really soon. Well, I have second thoughts about the side effects, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to get. Probably going to decide to get it because well, even though I'm going to get the shot just like everybody else. I mean, still got to wear a mask. So I'm not complaining about that. I mean, I'm just going to continue wearing the mask until the all clear is yelled out on this. Until like people just until the government or whatever just yells out the all clear on this. Um, um, Governor Abbott here in Texas didn't didn't give the it gave the false all clear on this because America is not out of the woods during the pandemic. So yeah, things are getting back to normal, but that problem that America still can't get over and can't understand is mass shootings. So heard about I know this is old, but kind of late on this, but I heard about two mass shootings. One happened in at a massage parlor in Atlanta, Georgia, and the other happened at some shopping center in Boulder, Colorado. Um, yeah, I got it. I'm on the ABC News news ABC News site, which has an article about the mass shooting in Georgia. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and read this, and I'm also gonna read some things that I've written down on why mass shootings, or why not mass shootings, but why people become mass shooters. Okay, see. Okay, here it is. Okay. Georgia massage parlor shooting leaves 8 dead. Man captured. Authorities say a 21-year-old man has been captured hours after 8 people were killed in shootings at 3 Atlanta area massage parlors. Okay, it reads as follows. Atlanta shootings at 2 massage parlors in Atlanta and one in the suburbs Tuesday evening left 8 people dead, many of them women of Asian descent, authorities said. A 21-year-old man suspected in that the shootings was taken into custody in southwest Georgia hours later after a manhunt, police said. The attacks began around 5 a.m. when 5 people were shot at Young's Asian massage parlor in a strip mall near a rural area in Acwork, about 30 miles, 50 kilometers north of Atlanta. Cherokee County Sheriff's Office spokesman Captain Jay Baker said 2 people died at the scene and three were transported to a hospital where two of them also died, Baker said. No one was arrested at the scene. Around 5:50 p.m., around 5:50 p.m., police in the Buckhead neighborhood of Atlanta, responding to a call of a robbery in progress, found 3 women dead from apparent gunshot wounds at Gold Spa. While they were at the scene, they learned of a call reporting shots fired at another spa across the street, Agrotherapy Spa, and found a woman who appeared to have been shot dead inside the business. It appears that they may be Asian, Atlanta Police Chief Rodney Bryan says. South Korea's foreign ministry said in a statement Wednesday that its diplomats in Atlanta have confirmed from police that 4 of the victims who had died were women of Korean descent. The ministry said the office of its consul general in Atlanta is trying to confirm the nationality of the women. So I heard these shootings at that massage parlor in Atlanta were targeted by a guy who had a sex addiction, and he was racist and he hated Asian people. And there's no motive behind why he did what he did. That's what I heard. And also that shooting in Boulder, Colorado. Let's see. Mass shooting in Boulder, Colorado that left people dead. Didn't hear about that. Let's go and check this out. Let's see. I'm just sick and tired of all these mass shootings that happen in America. I'm just tired of them. It's the same old thing. Thoughts and prayers. The guy was mentally ill. The guy was crazy and dangerous. I'm gonna get to why that is on what I got written down on paper after I find out about the Boulder, Colorado shooting. Okay. Yeah, I'm just tired of these mass shootings. This country needs gun control, but the crooked politicians in Washington are just bending down and kissing the feet of the NRA. Basically, the politicians are from both parties are in the pockets of the NRA. And a lot of gun nuts who bring in freedom and liberty and patriotism. Yeah. Okay, here it is. A shooting at a supermarket in Boulder, Colorado has killed 10 people, including 1 police officer, authorities said on Monday. The Boulder Police Chief Maz Harrow announced the death toll at a news conference Monday night, fighting back tears. Authorities have released few other details about the shooting, saying at a press briefing on Monday afternoon that they were still in the early stages of the investigation. The officer who was killed was confirmed as Eric Talley, 51, who had been with the Boulder police since 2010, Harold said. Victims' families were still being notified, so their names were not released, said the Boulder County District Attorney, Michael Duggery. He said, This is a tragedy and a nightmare for Boulder County. In response, we have cooperation and assistance from local, state, and federal authorities. Dungery said Talley was, by all accounts, one of the outstanding officers of the Boulder Police Department, and his life was cut too short. One person of interest have been taken into custody, but no motive has been released. That person was injured in the incident, said Kerry Yagon, a commander with the Boulder Police Department. There were no other significant injuries reported. Okay. So, this is sad. And it is, I feel sorry for the people who lost their lives in these mass shootings and family members losing these people to mass shooters. So, there's a question that has never been answered, or why these mass shooters do what they do. I'm gonna focus on why mass shooters do what they do, and that's something mainstream media and people in America in general will never talk about, never ask, or care why these mass shooters do what they do. And I got something written on paper to expose that. So here it is. The United States of America has one of the worst social scenes and cultures. It has zero social or human connection with others. The environment is too socially disconnected, segregated, isolating, paranoid, and fake. You'll have a very hard time making any normal friends. Everyone wants to be left alone in their own bubbles. They don't like to meet people, and they don't like to connect with others. Americans act too fake, arrogant, narcissistic, and toxic, making it hard to get along with them. Conversations are usually business related only, especially with strangers. People are just closed off and paranoid. They've been like this since 9/11. Women and girls in America are a bunch of spoiled little children trapped in grown women's bodies. They are too spoiled, highly fake, arrogant, narcissistic, picky, toxic, unfriendly, and unapproachable, with the worst attitudes. The pandemic has lessened. As depressing as it is, you can tell things are getting back to normal when there are 2 mass shootings in less than a week. There has been 7 mass shootings in 7 days in the U.S. Just 2 that were very high profile, and 5 others that also happened. A list of mass shootings that happened in America with AR-15s. Boulder, Orlando, Parkland, Las Vegas, Sandy Hook, Aurora, Colorado, Waffle House, San Bernardino, Midland/Odessa, Poway Synagogue, Sutherland Springs, Tree of Life Synagogue. What are the causes of people becoming mass shooters? Number 1, being bullied. Number 2, being picked on. Number 3, gaslighting. Number 4, a toxic, unfriendly, antisocial, standoffish society that is fearful of strangers and very, very cliquish. Number 5, people who become criminals only exist because of the environment that the U.S. government has created. Number 6, special needs people who are able-bodied and capable of learning are sheltered, not educated, and kept in the dark by family. Number 7, being used. Number 7, being used and taken advantage of. Number 8, a toxic, hostile work environment in the workplace. Number 9, being tricked or lied to by someone. Number 10, have almost a 50% chance of developing a mental illness because of a toxic, dysfunctional society. Number 11, being cut dead in a sentence. Number 12, being alone because of a lack of friends. Number 13, can't find a girlfriend slash future wife because women and girls are standoffish, highly fake, arrogant, narcissistic, picky, toxic, unfriendly, have bad attitudes, and too independent because they don't need men. Number 14, American women and girls find men hitting on them as creepy and taboo. Number 15, being lonely and put up with a loveless life. Number 16, a dysfunctional family. And number 17, delusional, crazy, mean-spirited people who assume there is something wrong with you after they tear you down. Here's something from a heartless, cruel American man. It doesn't matter whatever or not the person that is costing your son or daughter, or my son or daughter, my wife, your husband, my mother, your parents' lives. It doesn't matter whether or not they were deprived as a youth. It doesn't matter whether or not they had no background that enabled them to become socialized into the fabric of society. It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. They are a threat to society and they need to be put down. So, what I got written down is proof why mass shooters become what they are. Why people morph into mass shooters. Why people do criminal things like assault women, assault men, beat up children, hurt people, cause mayhem, mischief, and chaos, rob and steal, kill, do drugs because of a toxic, dysfunctional, loop-sided, out there society that the United States of America possesses. Americans just don't care why mass shooters become what they are, and why come and what went on in their lives, and what makes them what they are today. Americans don't care, and you got some people in a country north of America, Canada, think the same way. So Canadians up there in Canada don't care, and people down here in America don't care. Why society don't care about society tearing down these people, and why come they become mass shooters? You know, I was gonna go down that route. Today, I've been held in the dark. I've been sheltered and not educated by my dad and my mom and my sister, because they feel that I have a learning disability, and I won't be able to remember what I've learned, and because my brain has problems receiving and processing information. Yeah, it's keeping my brain from receiving and processing information. And they just want to just do everything for me, do the things that people my age are doing. Things like using a checkbook, learning how to use a checkbook. Controlling a bank account, controlling my finances, um, paying bills like water, electricity, cable, internet, um, yeah, and land/property taxes, a car note, you name it. I just get money, spend whatever I want, and that's it. You know, I was accused by my father of me going crazy with my money. Stuff I did with my money in the past, but I don't do that anymore. I just save my money because I'm saving my money and want to get out of this country and move overseas. You know, some people online gave me some advice to gave me some advice to get a job, but getting a job is so confusing because everything. The application process online is very confusing. It's a mess. Um, is the fact that people today, they're so tech savvy, and they have their own ways of doing things, and it's just hard to get what they get. It's just ridiculous. I feel the fact that as that go on, I feel like I'm never gonna get out of this country. And I'm afraid that I'm gonna become a mass shooter and hurt people. I almost lost it and talk about committing suicide. I called some friends who I made online. I got their phone numbers. One told me, "Hey, New Manchester, don't kill yourself. Don't. Just hang in there and don't let things get to you. That's all I can do here. You know. I heard my sister, say this to me. After she just got up and left. Went somewhere and came back, and I asked her, "Where you went? Where did you go?" Because my mom called and want to know where she's at. Well, my mom called and asked me, "Hey, where's your sister at?" And I said, "Well, I don't know where she went. She just got up, got in her car, and left." And she said, "Okay, bye." And when my sister came back, I asked her, "Hey, mom wanted to know, where were you at?" And she said, "I went out." I asked her, "Where did you go?" "I went up the road." I said, "Where did you go?" "I went up the road." I said, "Where did you go?" And she said, "Oh, I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you where I'm going." And that's it. So it's funny. So next time I go somewhere and I come back, she asks me where I go. I said, well, you say you didn't want me to. You say you don't have to tell me where you go, so I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going. So yeah. So yeah, also the people around here in Texas are, excuse my language, complete assholes and idiots. And they are. Um yeah, and they are, and it's funny, people in America want to know why these mass shootings happen. They talk about, yeah, people in Canada, people in the US, people in other countries talk about it's shocking that America, well, people in countries outside of America who talk about people why America doesn't have gun control, and because they have the NRA and the politicians are corrupt, or they're in the pockets of the NRA, and you got Americans in alternative media, stuff like Kyle Kalinske of Secular Talk, David Dole of the Rational National, TYT, the Young Turks, and others. They talk about America needs gun control, and they talk about how corrupt the politicians are, and how things in America are, and how people are being treated, and how people being screwed in America through this capitalist society. Making the richer richer and the poor poor, and not caring about the rich, and rejecting universal health care because the politicians are get their money from big pharma. And it's one thing these people will never ever talk about is why these mass shooters do what they do. They will never talk about, they'll dismiss it, and they'll say stuff like, I don't care about that guy, and I don't care about his life. That's the problem. People don't care about each other anymore. People don't understand each other anymore. It's hard to judge. It's hard, how crazy and messed up is. People just can't tell a scumbag, a really bad person, from a good person, because everybody thinks everybody is all bad and scumbags. It's insane. This mindset is insane. And I'm assuming that people in Canada, not also in America. I think that Canadians in Canada think that way too about bad people. I don't know. I don't know what those people up there in Canada think about good, and what's good and bad, and what's bad and good. They probably think the same way that Americans think. It's like like they don't want to know why these mass shooters do what they do. If they do, and find out why these mass shooters do what they do. I mean, people in society, and society in general, and mainstream media will change. That will prevent future mass shooters. You know, and me, I don't want to be a mass shooter. I don't want to hurt people. You know, I want to live my life. I want to think about, finding that special woman, marrying her, having her as my wife, and have two children, a son or a daughter, be a dad, be a husband. I want that. Yeah, I'm not going to crap on the MGTOW movement. MGTOW said it all. MGTOW believes that, they say that there's all women are bad, all women are no good. Yeah, that's true. I mean, not all women are bad. Not all of them are bad. You got some good and you got some bad. Like the good are hard to find and the bad are just there's just too many of them. And the ones who are bad are narcissistic, picky, toxic. They think all men are creeps, weirdos, pedophiles, perverts. They think that all men are R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and Bill Cosby. And they're fearful and paranoid of strangers, and their mothers, their millennial mothers, and women who are mothers who were born in the year, like I say, 1981 or 1982, tell their daughters not to talk to strangers and don't trust strangers, don't trust people. And they don't care about, why men are alone and depressed and sad, like men who have disabilities, men who are intelligent, who are alone, got no one to talk to, men like Elliot Rodger, George Sudini, Nicholas Cruz. They don't care about why these guys are the way they are. They view them as criminal masterminds, terrorists, men who want to sleep with women. That's what these women in America view these guys, these mass shooters as. Like, the majority of mass shooters are men. Yeah, and some of the mass shooters are racist. Some got mental illnesses, but some of them do what they do because it's the fact that because society just tears them down, just ruins them. This negative, toxic, dysfunctional society here in the United States can just tear someone down. It's like this. People in American society care more about preventing another mass shooting by having mass shooting drills at schools and businesses, and talk about bringing in gun control, but they'll never ever this never crosses their mind on why these mass shooters do what they do. And they won't see the problem that guys like me and Winston Wu and others are here on YouTube or other sites talk about. They'll never talk about this stuff ever, never. But if you do talk about this stuff, they'll label you as a nutcase. You're a nutcase. I am sick and tired of all this garbage that's flinged to me here on YouTube in the comment section on videos that I comment on every YouTube channel. People making fun of me, putting me down, tearing me down, call me an incel, call me a retard. Leaving comments and smiley crying faces, laughing at me and saying stuff like, you create this entire YouTube channel because of a stewardess who mistreated you on a flight. Man, oh man. Yeah, I'm tired of being I'm tired of the crap that I'm getting from Canadians here on YouTube. I'm just sick of it, I'm sick of North America as in general. I'm just tired of it. Now I am. I'm not gonna grab a gun and go on mass shootings and shoot and kill people, turn a gun on my shoot and shoot and kill myself and go get shot and killed by police. I'm not gonna commit suicide by jumping off a bridge or walking in front of a busy highway and get hit by a car, a bus, or a semi. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff. I'm not gonna go on. I'm not gonna go and choke the life out of someone out of anger. I'm not gonna go crazy and destroy things because all this stuff ain't gonna solve anything. It's just gonna make me look bad. Make people give them a reason of why I'm no good, and people will never ever mention my name ever again and just shut me out of my life. Just like the wrestler Chris Benoit, or Chris Benoit, as French Canadians would call him, who killed his wife, killed his son, and killed himself because his brain was messed up because he had too many blows to the head. And people will label him as a killer. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like Chris Benoit. I don't want to be like R. Kelly. I don't want to be like Bill Cosby. I do not want to be like Harvey Weinstein. I do not want to be like Jeffrey Epstein. I don't want to be like any of these people. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let all this garbage here in America and in Canada make me want to go on a mass shooting and make me turn into someone that I'm not. The real me is a person who has a sense of humor. Who's a good person, who cares about others. Who will stand up to someone and call them out on their BS. That's the real me. That is the real me. And I like the sense of humor part about myself because that is the real me also. That makes up who I am. And I'm not going to throw that out the window because of a bunch of screwed up people in two Anglophone countries. One of them has French in North America. No. Screw that. And I will find a way. I will find a way to get out of this country and head overseas to any country that I want to live in. I will find a way. Or die trying. But die trying. I'm gonna take that back. I'm not gonna die trying. I'm gonna keep going. If I have to. I'm gonna try my best to ignore all this crap that will tear me down and make me become one of these mass shooters, But in America, in a great old US of A, they will never ever ever understand why mass shooters become what they are, and I'm sick of talking about mass shootings, and I'm sick of talking about America. I want to talk about other stuff on this channel. So it is what it is. Nothing's not going to change in America. I mean, mass shootings are going to continue because of a society that the U.S. government and the people of America have created. So that's all I gotta say in this video. Bye.